Alright, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders up in Great Millstone. And the sincere peace and salutation to all the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and in sincerity. This is Brother Ganan from the DC camp coming back at you with another video. And Lord's will, we entitled this video, Being Devoted in This Truth, you got to be devoted, and I got the definition for devotion right here, because we went over this in camp, and it dawned on me, man. That's a good point, that the choir brought up in the at camp, is we to be devoted in this truth, and the definition is love, loyalty, or enthusiasm for a person, activity, or cause. And this cause is the truth, man. You're supposed to show love, loyalty, and enthusiasm. You're supposed to be enthusiastic about this thing, man. You're supposed to be amped up. You're supposed to be pumped up to do this work. We're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna start with the word love. And what do this truth demand you to do, man? This is St. Matthew's 22. This is St. Matthew's 22, verse 36. It says, Master, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Yahweh Shai said unto him, Thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Right, that's the greatest commandment. Is to love Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the Most High, you're supposed to love Yahweh with all thy heart, man. And that word heart in the Hebrew we know is lab, meaning your mind. So it's supposed Yahweh is supposed to be filled in your mind, man, all over your mind. And that's the greatest commandment, man. That's the command means an order. This is what we have to do, man. And it shouldn't be something hard. It shouldn't be hard for you to do that, man. It's something that you should want to do, and we're gonna get into that more. But I'm gonna continue. Verse 38, it says, This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Right. You're commanded to love your neighbor. Who is your neighbor? The brothers, man. The brotherhood, the body, that believe in this truth wholeheartedly and in sincerity. And believe in the correct doctrine, man. Now is the time for the true worshipers to worship the Father in truth, man. And that's talking about the brothers that is on that same accord of you, man. Talking about GMS, to be all the way real. If you're a brother, you say you down with GMS, you believe in the doctrine, the true doctrine, starting, that's being pushed, starting with the apostles and elders on down of Great Millstone, then those are your neighbors, man. Because we truly believe Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is working with the Apostle Tahar on down, man. We truly believe that, man. Because all throughout the scriptures is talking about, the scriptures is Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is always dealing with somebody, man. We believe that man is starting with Apostle Tahar, man. And we're to love the men that's following the true doctrine, man. The true doctrine of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's definition one, of serving Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Being devoted to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is loving your brother next to you, just as you would love the Lord. This is Sirach 2:16. It says, They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. You see? It says, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. The law is his commandments, man, which we know, obviously, we can't keep. Salaki, give me 1 second. which we know, which we can't keep wholeheartedly on our own, but we try with the best of our ability, man. And in all sincerity, man. You know, because if you truly love the Lord, you're going to desire to do well, man. That's why the scriptures say that He know our hearts, man. He know who truly love Him. You know. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Hold on, let me see if this is. I'm gonna move on in 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Oh yeah. Salakia. Salakia for that. This is Ephesians 5:1. It says, Be ye therefore followers of the Most High as dear children, and walk in love, as Hamashiach also have loved us, and have given himself for an offering and a sacrifice to the Most High for a sweet smelling savor. And that's what you're supposed to do, man. You're supposed to walk in love, man. And by doing that, that's showing your dedication. That's showing your devotion to this truth, man. And that's one part of the definition of being devoted, man. The other is loyalty, man. The other is loyalty. Another way to showing that you devoted to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is showing your loyalty to Him. And this is Hebrews, 11, verse 6. And it reads, But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Without faith, it's impossible to please Him. Another word for faith is loyalty, man. So for example, as the order says, we are Yahushua's over us. We are ultimately the Most High's woman. When you out there searching for a woman, what is it that you truly want from her? It's her to be faithful to you. Her to be loyal to you, especially when you're not there. And that's our duty. It's to show loyalty to our Father, man. To show that we are faithful and we are going to believe in just Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, man. And willing to do whatever we could possibly do to ensure that we do that, man. Ensure that we stand faithful to Yahushua, man. To Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, man. And that's the second part of showing your devotion, man. Showing that you devoted to this truth is being loyal, man. Keep it. This is St. Matthew 6:22, and it reads, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Right. If your eye is single, your body will be full of light. So you're supposed to keep your eye single on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Just like your woman is supposed to keep her eye single on you. As soon as you walk away and she got her eyes on another man, what is she doing? She's being unfaithful. She's being unloyal. So you got so that's a woman is supposed to be devoted to you, man. Devoted to her man. She's supposed to give her life to her man. You know, the word wife means servant. She's supposed to serve her husband. You know, follow her husband and let her allow her husband to lead, man. You know, and as should we to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. You know, and that's showing our devotion. You know, this is Exodus 20:3. It says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." You see, that's the first commandment of the 10 Commandments, man. You know, it says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." You know, the point is, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, Yahweh is a jealous power, man. As the scriptures say, for jealousy is the rage of a man. When you see your woman out there cheating on you, you hurt, man. And you most more than likely may lash out, you know, because as I just quoted, jealousy is the rage of a man. Yahweh is a jealous power, you know. So when you give unto these other powers, these false powers, yes, our Lord is jealous, man, and there's a penalty to pay. Which is why we are in this situation right now. Which is why the woman is over us. Which is why these fucking children, the Edomites, these red Hebrew Edomites, is ruling over us, man. You know? Which is why the scripture said that in Ecclesiastes, I've seen servants upon horses and princes, you know, as servants, roughly paraphrasing. You know? These is the reasons why we in that, because we wasn't devoted, man. But now has the hour come, man. Now has the hour come, you know, that the true worshipers is showing some devotion to their Lord, man. Showing some devotion to our power, man. You know, bringing back that spirit Mattathias was in. I'm going to get it. This is First Maccabees 1. This is First Maccabees 2:18. It says, "Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandments." I'm going to jump to 19. It says, "Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice." Right, he spake with a loud voice, man. He was very serious about this. He says, "Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall everyone from their religion to their fathers and give consent unto his commandments, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the commandments of our fathers." Man, he said that boldly, meaning I'm not going to cheat on the Lord. You're going to have to kill me. Tobit had the same mentality. The 7 sons in 2 Maccabees, the 7th chapter, had the same mentality. You know, so on and so on, man. It's numerous amount of scriptures that our forefathers have shown faith and loyalty. They were devoted, man. And that is what we are to do, man. Is to be devoted in this truth, you know. And the last to show your devotion is to show some enthusiasm, man. You're supposed to be pumped up, man. You know, you're supposed to be amped up. You're supposed to be happy about this, man. You know, because the burden of this world is fucking heavy, man. It's fucking heavy, man. And it wears down on you, man. You know. This is St. Matthew's 11, verse 28. This is 11, verse 28. It says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give thee rest. And I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light," man. You know, Yahweh's burden is light, man, and his burden is easy. You know, this shouldn't be a burden unto you, man. This is something that you should want to do, man. This is something that should pump you up, man. You know, This is something that you should be like, golly, man, the water Yahweh Shem Shah, man. That's why you're supposed to beg the Lord to not take this spirit away from you, man. Because you don't want to go back to that fucking world, man. You know? That burden is heavy, man. It's trying, man. You know? That's why everybody out here committing suicide out this bitch, man. Because this world, man. These fucking women is bananas, man. It's bananas, man. It's fucking crazy out here. You know? You should be happy you got this truth, man. You should be praising the Lord every day about this, showing some enthusiasm, man. And that's showing your devotion. This is St. John 8 and 32, 31. It says, Then said Yahweh to the Jews which believed on him, If ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You shall feel free, man. With this knowledge, with this wisdom, with this understanding, it should make you stable. It should give you some stability when all hell is breaking loose. When you're going through hell, you know? You should be happy you got this truth, man. You should be devoted about this thing, man. You should be devoted, man. Love, loyalty, and enthusiasm. That's showing your devotion, man. Lord's Will Brothers was edified. Lord's Will Brothers was pumped up about this, man. And start to show some devotion, man. Because we almost out this fucking bitch. You know? We almost out of here, man. Yahweh Ratazah, man. But with that, we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Ruchakodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of the great millstone who ruled well and who taught us this truth. And a sincere peace and salutations to the true worshipers, man. That's out there worshiping the Father and showing their devotion and truth and sincerity, man. And with that, Shalom.